All right, we got it working. So let's see if this volume is going to hang on. What is up, guys? Today we are reacting to Cody Miller. I knew the backlash was coming, and I did it anyway. Sorry, guys. I got a little almost coughed through that sentence right there. So, like I said before, I think I was probably one of the OGs in the supporting the enhanced games and seeing the potential of what it's going to do to transform the sport, especially for clean athletes. So yeah, we're gonna see. Cody, he said why he's doing it, and now he's responding to the haters. So, I love a good hater slaying. It's funny. Like the swimming community somehow is like the only one that thinks you can just talk shit to somebody and they ain't gonna fight back. Like some chick commented on our podcast, Night Swim podcast, and she was like, you shouldn't have a podcast if you're afraid of, or you can't handle people commenting back their opinions. And I was like, I don't, like, just say what you want to say. Like, you didn't come here to be constructive. You didn't come here to be nice. You didn't come here to help us. You didn't come here to suggest ideas. You didn't come here to be like, hey, guys, you're doing this wrong. Like, try it this way. You didn't come here to say, hey, I think that's wrong. Let's talk about it. You came here to belittle us. I'm going to punch back. I don't care if you're a girl. We going to fight. Knuckle up. Knuckle up. Knuckle up. That's a song for the killers. Knuckle up. Knuckle up. Shout out to Master P. Like, that's how it's going down. Like, we ain't going to just lay down at the Night Swim podcast. Dax Hill doesn't just lay down. Right? I don't care. And she said it like it's normal in swimming. And I was like, that's everything. That's the stuff we be talking about. Just the spinelessness. Like, you think I'm just going to let you run me over? Like, that's what you think this is? You're a bully. Like, now I'm definitely got to wipe you out. Like, you're only doing this because you don't think I'm going to fight back. You about to learn something new today. So anyway, shout out to Cody. Let's see what he's got to say about why he did it anyway.
Swimmer Cody Miller here. It's now been 7 days since the New York Times broke the story that I have joined to compete in the Enhanced Games. And there's been a bit of public pushback.
Oh, dang. I didn't know he was big like that. Shout out. I mean, I knew he was big. Like, his media is very popular. He's definitely one of the more popular, like, swimming, like, characters. Personalities, maybe is a better word. Dang. New York Times? Yeah, he getting paid. Or he has the capability to get paid, so shout out.
On this decision of mine, and I wasn't ever going to talk about it. I didn't plan on making a video on this, but yesterday I got a phone call from a good friend of mine who was very, very concerned for my mental health. I said, I'm not going to talk about it, and here's why. And he said, you really should, because you're now the topic of every conversation on every pool deck across the world. And on top of that, you have hundreds of thousands of followers that have followed you along for years that care about you and want to know how you're doing.
I got to comment on that right there. That is the type of stuff that will set me off into defense mode, right? Like that right there. Now, is the guy right? Luckily, he backtracked and cleared himself up. But it's like, I'm worried about your mental health. I deem this decision that you are making for your life to be inappropriate, so you must be mentally sick. I reach back and park that dude like a parking lot. I ain't playing with this dude. Like, really? Your feelings allow you to say that about me? Like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, and that's the thing, like, swimmers think they can just talk to people like this. Watch your mouth.
And after I heard that, I thought, okay, I'll talk about this. Here's how the last week has gone, how I'm feeling, and my response to all the negativity. The New York Times...
I obviously wouldn't have told him that. It'd been like I don't know. It depends on how long the friendship is, but it probably would have been an STFU. For sure. Like, you ain't gonna get in here and try and make me feel bad and try and manipulate me with your emotions. Like, nah. If you're my friend, you should know me better than that. So I'm gonna let you have it. So you do know me better than that from now on.
Broke the article on a Sunday evening. I was building bunk beds upstairs for my boys. That's their big Christmas present, it's new bunk beds, with my buddy Blake. And immediately my phone started blowing up. Message. And I made the decision in that moment to just put my phone on sleep mode and ignore everything basically until the next day, because I knew that it was just a lot. That next day, I get up, I drop off Axel at school, I'm in the drop-off line, and
Yeah, you about to learn. I did that one time. I still have 800 messages left. I don't even remember what it was about, but I was just like, I'm not dealing with this today. I ain't dealing with it ever, I guess.
couple of parents come up to me and say, hey, Cody, congrats on this. We saw the New York Times thing. Very, very positive. I thought, oh, cool. These are not sports affiliated people, not swimming people. Very cool. I go to the gym and everyone in the gym is really positive about it. Really cool. A lot of members there. You know, I know a lot of people that are enhanced, that use a lot of these enhancements, not to swim fast or to lift heavy weights, but just
You gotta stay on brand. Gotta stay on brand. I know a lot of people who are enhanced. Stay on brand. Protect the brand. Protect the shield.
improve their quality of life. And we're gonna talk about that in the future. We're gonna get to that stuff, but it was overwhelmingly positive there. I go to the pool and the janitor and the maintenance workers that I say hello to, people I interact with in the real world, give me fist bumps and say congratulations. The masters athletes that are there just during open lap swim. Everybody's really positive, really cool, really happy about it. The real world experience that I have had has been overwhelmingly positive. And I mean that sincerely, like extremely positive. Now, all of my close friends, my family, anyone that's in my inner circle, they all knew that this was coming. I've had conversations with them over the last weeks explaining my reasonings. We're all on the same page. Everybody gets it. Even people that are skeptical and don't love what they think enhanced is right now still have looked me in the eye and said, I think you're doing the right thing. And we'll talk about that later. Over the last week, my life hasn't changed at all. In fact, it's been overwhelmingly positive. I have yet to encounter anyone in the real world that has something negative to say or that really strongly disagrees with it. And I'm sure that that will happen. And when that happens, as long as those people are respectful, I'll engage in those conversations. I'm happy to have those conversations. That's cool. Now, my friend who convinced me to make this YouTube video to explain to you how I've been feeling, it's coming from a place of love because this person lives on the internet. This person lives.
What Drake say? Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers, or trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. He lives on the internet. Real life is a little different. You need to watch your mouth.
Lives in the comment sections of news boards and swimming websites. And I'm telling you right now, I haven't read any of that. Zero. I haven't read a single Instagram comment on my own page or on anything anyone's posted about me. I haven't read a single YouTube comment on my own YouTube video from my announcement video last week. I haven't read a single comment on any news article or website, nothing. That's by choice.
Yo, shout out to Cody. Did he say it was by choice?
It's like, that's by design. I knew that there would be.
Okay, by design, so he did intentional. I've noticed that in his videos, though, he looks like he's still full of life. Like he hasn't had the soul sucked out of him yet. I am giving off that energy. I had an old white lady today tell me that I'm magnificent looking. Shout out to Mama and Papa Hill. Did it the right way. But yeah, shout out to Cody. And there's something else, right? He's saying how his real life experience has been wonderful. I've said that swimming has inbred ideas, and at least here in the U.S., with our ideas to fix swimming and blah, 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 and make it more marketable, like, real life is different. And, like, when I say that people say swimmers are weird, at least we're talking about America, this is why. We do some goofy stuff. Swimmers do goofball stuff. Like, try to control, well, everybody, people do that, but it's just a small nugget of an example of what I'm talking about.
A small tornado of negativity, and I didn't really want to have anything to do with that. My real world experience outside of the internet stuff that I know is taking place has been really positive. Now let me address two categories. Category number one, The people that don't like this, that are disappointed, but are respectful and have thought out opinions on this, I'm happy to engage in those conversations. As long as you respect me, I'll respect you. You see, the reason I don't read
I did say this. This is why I be wilding out sometimes, because people are not respectful and they in here trying to control me. You trying to be a bully. You think I ain't gonna fight back. You think you can just say anything you want. I ain't gonna respond back. And you're only saying it because you don't think I'll defend myself. You're a bully. I'm gonna teach you what I do to bullies.
comments. And the reason I have avoided the small swimming bubble on the internet is because access to you and access to me should come at a cost. And that price is respect. If you don't respect me, then why would I ever listen to anything that you have to say? If I don't know you and respect you, then your opinion doesn't exist to me. It means nothing to me. The way people attack one another online, the way that I and my fellow Enhanced Games athletes have been attacked is ridiculous. And it's not real, because no one talks like that in the real world.
Let's see, let me get this on. I knew I liked Cody. There we go. So shout out to Cody. I'm gonna guess he went to public school. I'm gonna guess Cody went to real life public school. Because public school, the first thing you're gonna learn is how to watch your mouth. You can get smacked up. Like, because in public school, you're dealing with a lot of different cultures where certain words are allowed. Like a black hooper culture is a lot of shit talking. But you gotta learn not to take it personally. A lot of trash talk, very disrespectful. Talking about your mama, talking about your lineage, talking about how ugly you are, talking about how goofy you look, how awkward you walk, talking about how you can't dance, talking about how you're a white boy and all you can do is shoot corner threes, and why'd you try and dunk that? Making jokes. Dunk it, knowing you can only lay it up, right? Like you tall for nothing, you can't even dunk. Like, it's a very personalized attack, and you gotta learn how to stick and move. So you learn the difference between real life, and this is why I say the stuff I say about swimmers being goofballs sometimes, because it's like in real life that like our behavior as swimmers is very goofy. It's very goofy. If you took that and put this same person in reality, like, they would not get away with behaving like this. They get laughed out of it. Yo, you can't move like that. Yo, you can't say that. Yo, why'd you say that? You got these people looking at us crazy now. So he sees it. He sees it. Just like I be saying. Cody sees it. Shout out to public school.
Again, I have friends that have told me some of the things that have been said about me. I've been attacked for being a deadbeat dad. I've been attacked for being a terrible person, for all these things that are just not true. And more importantly than that, those are not things that anyone would actually ever say to me in the real world. It's just, it's nonsense. It's just noise. So if you're one of those people, if you're a keyboard warrior, if you're just trolling, or you're really saying hateful, mean things, here's what I have to say to you. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. Truly sorry for you. I feel bad for you.
It got to him a little bit. I believe in my last video on Cody, I was like, there's no reasoning with these people, man. You got to wipe him out completely, destroy him. Like, don't apologize. If they want to come for you, me personally, since I don't compete anymore, that's when I get to exercise my viciousness. Like, let's go. Like, I can tussle all day, and I know you ain't mentally equipped like a hooper, like a basketball player is, to talk this trash. So let's go. I'm gonna wipe you out right now. Have you rethinking your life, rethinking your own thought process about what you believe in and how dumb you look. So, but that's just me. So I say it again, Cody. There's no reasoning with these people. Just don't even address them. Like, hey, you don't respect me. You're an energy vacuum or energy vampire to me. Like, that's all I gotta say to you. Like, I don't even listen. Like, I'm at the point right now in my life where I just say, why are you still talking? Why are you yapping? Like, that's where I'm at right now. I started this, like, this is a new stage of life for me. I started this 2 weeks ago. What comment was it? It was in the Ryan Lochte. So I think that was 2 weeks ago. It may have been last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago. And I'm just like, somebody was commenting, I was just like, yo, why are you still talking? It's like, what you're saying doesn't matter. And I fried her, but like, what do you know about Ryan? I'm like, well, one, he was my lane buddy. He's a very encouraging dude. What is your swimming authority? Well, I was in top 0.0008% of the world population. 36 people were faster than me. You're the one who's out of your talking range. And then no comment, right? You gotta rip somebody's heart out sometimes, but yeah, it's like, well, why are you still talking? Like, I'm not listening. You're a hater. You're a vampire to my peace. Why are you still talking? You know what you say. You don't even believe it. You're just on the internet. Why are you talking? And it's a great shut up too, because then it's like, you let them know, like, you're kind of annoying and I'm not listening. Why are you still yapping?
That you are spending your time trying to bring other people down, saying terrible things, untrue things. Like, that sucks. I feel sorry that it's probably rooted in jealousy. The fact that I'm sitting in a room that is decorated with accomplishments that you don't have. I feel sorry that it's
definitely got to him. Let the haters hate, dog. Just, you're giving them the energy they want. Oh, look what Cody said to me. Why are you yapping? That's all you gotta say. Why are you talking? Like, make them defend why they want to be hateful. There's no reasoning with these people. It's annihilate them or leave them alone.
Rooted in emptiness, in a lack of fulfillment. You're clearly not a happy, fulfilled, successful person.
They know this, Cody. That's why I'm trying to say, like, stop. Like, that's why they're doing it, is because deep down they know they're unhappy.
And because of that, I'm sorry. I hope you get the help you deserve. And I hope you figure out eventually that, spewing hate and venom and just mean things online in comment sections.
Also, be a real one, dog. Don't do this passive aggressive stuff. You're a man. Aggressive.
It's like, it's not a healthy way to live, man. And I have absolutely nothing to do with it because I don't pay attention to it. Now, to all the real swim fans out there, to the people who are genuine, to the people who are reasonable, I just ask that you take the time to hear me out, to allow me to elaborate on the brief reasons that I explained in my announcement video as to why I'm really proud and excited about this. Let me ask you a question. If you're a swim fan, are you satisfied with the state of swimming right now? Are you satisfied with the state of the professionalization?
I'm not saying that this is true, but I am saying the swim internet is starting to sound a lot like your boy, Trailblazer. Obviously the enhanced games were started because of how bad the state of swimming is, but like I said, in the original stuff when it was just nothing but vitriol, I was saying this is going to be great for the sport. This is the Dark Knight. So Harvey Dent can die as a hero. And the internet is starting to sound a lot like Dax Hill. Rakely leading the way.
Of Olympic.
Actually, I think that's Tier's slogan. So I'm sorry, Tier. Please don't shoot. We're ahead of the curve every time. Every time over here. Every time.
Sports. Are athletes paid enough? Is USA Swimming doing a good enough job? Does the Olympic Committee take good enough care of their athletes? Are athletes given the resources that they deserve, the incentives that they deserve? What do you think? You know what my opinion is. I'm proud of this right here because they're doing all of those things. We as swim fans for years have wanted for something new and exciting to elevate the sport to the next level. Well, that's a part of what Enhanced is doing. This event that is going to take place on Memorial Day weekend is reshaping, reimagining what a swim meet can be. There's real incentives. There's real money on the line for these athletes. These athletes are being paid like professionals and they're given the resources that they deserve, the medical attention that they deserve to understand what's actually
giving me goosebumps over here. This is a spokesman you needed, Brett, right here. Shout out, Cody. Talk your shit.
Taking place in our biology. before any type of enhancement process even takes place. So I ask you again, are you happy with the current state of the swim world? I want better. We deserve better. Enhanced is doing that. I hope that you'll join us and tune in to.
You brought the pain right there at the end. Brought the pain. That was a hell of a pitch. Had me thinking about it right there. That was a pitch. That was a pitch right there. Shout out to Cody. That's why they talking about him in the New York Times, man. He's got the mouthpiece. Shout out. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, everybody wants the apple, but they don't like the tree. If you don't like the tree, you should have planted it yourself. You know? I think, and I talk about this a lot with my basketball analogies, is sometimes winning a basketball game, you're bricking everything, you're missing layups. Sometimes your winning involves scraped knees from diving on the floor, elbowing. I don't know if y'all seen the video of the Iowa State, the big girl, chunky girl. Now she just she threw this elbow in a post move. I do the same thing. You know, you're taught to do your spins with your elbows up so that you can catch someone in the mouth. Yo, she did this spin move and she just barely missed this girl's throat, bro. I was like, she either caught her or she barely missed her. But you know, if you're guarding a big man like that, you're used to getting elbowed in the face, so she might have caught her and it's just par for the course. But you know, like, you throwing elbows, right? You pushing somebody in the back trying to get away with a foul. You know, are you wrestling for position to box out? You know, are you diving on the loose ball out of bounds and throwing it back in, trying to save a possession? Right? You taking a charge and letting somebody run you over. Right? Winning is ugly. And I think swimming, because it's a country club sport, has zero exposure to that. The real ugliness of winning. The real ugliness. I think I may have spoke about this before. Definitely on my Instagram I have, but I know I'm going to win because nobody's willing to go as far as I am. I'm willing to scrape my knees. I'm willing to take a charge. I'm willing to punch you in the mouth and deal with the consequences. I'm willing to go further. And I think you got to realize at some point it ain't going to be pretty anymore. And that further is going to be looking very ugly. And think about it, to swimmers, this is ugly. So I think it just shows our temperament of the sport. But like I said in the beginning before everybody else was saying it, I'm so proud of that too. People just can't see the vision. Or they're just not tactical enough. I don't know. But shout out to Cody. That was one hell of a pitch right there at the end. That was a hell... Like, guys, if y'all ever trying to figure out marketing and sales, that was a pitch right there. Like, you can't say yes to that. Are you satisfied with the state of swimming? You can't say yes to that. You can't. And all he has to do after that, he's got you. He just got to reel you in carefully. Carefully. So shout out to Cody. Shout out to his page. I'll put the video link below so you can watch it without me running my mouth over it. Shout out to Enhanced Games, you know, the Dark Knight, so Harvey Dent can die a hero. And thanks for hanging out, guys. Hit that notification bell so that way you're notified whenever we drop a video. Hit the like button. Push us in the algorithm so we can get this good message out to the people in the swimternet. And don't forget to subscribe. Our goal is to get to 1,000 followers. Haven't decided when yet, but let's say tags time. That's a big meet here in Texas. So by March, we're trying to get to 1,000 by March. Let's get it. Peace, guys. Thanks for hanging out.